Well, as the world grapples with the coronavirus pandemic, numbers of positive cases continue to increase. Leaders are faced with making difficult choices, some of which could wreck the economy or lose millions of lives. We're now joined via Skype by leadership expert Dr Mazwe Majola to talk to us about the kind of leadership qualities required in times of crisis. Dr Majola, thanks very much indeed for joining us. Always a pleasure to talk to you.
Thank you very much. Good day, Peter, and good day to the viewers as well.
All right, so I've got to be honest, as soon as the idea of talking about the kind of leadership that's required during a time of crisis, I keep seeing images of Donald Trump and some of the things that he's been doing in the last couple of weeks. And I just wonder, particularly if you're a head of state, what kind of person do you need to be and communicating during a crisis?
Unfortunately, that's exactly the kind of leadership style or quality you need during crisis. Remember that great leadership is tested in times of crisis. That is when tough times separate mediocre leaders from the great leaders. You need that autocratic style. You need that militant style because you're dealing with a crisis here. You minimize the consultative style and just take charge because it's an interventionist leadership style. So I think our president has done very well to be decisive. So you've got to be very decisive, but not impulsive. So you don't want to make people to panic, but you do want to move them out from their comfort zones, because people must understand that we are dealing with a very, very serious matter here. So you've got to take charge and be very, very tough as a leader.
I would imagine also that at a time such as this, what you want to do is build trust so that you can inspire and people can believe in you. I get a sense that Dr. Mkhize has been doing a great job so far.
Yes, doing very well. Remember, it starts from the top. So it started from the president himself, and it cascaded to his lieutenants. The cabinet ministers have done very well. The message has been very consistent, and the message is so good. It's so coherent from the leadership, or rather from the national leadership to provincial to local, the ministers, cabinet ministers. You can see the tone and the tenor. It's unison. There's no one who's saying something and another one differ. So it's very good. The president has done so well. You've got to inspire trust. You've got to inspire confidence. You've got to bring hope to the nation and to the people that you are leading, that they can follow you, and you must be exemplary. What you are saying, it must be what we are doing at the same time.
What do you think people most want to see in a leader during this time?
They want to see a composure. They want to see a leader who's very composed. They want to see that stoicism that President Ramaphosa shown that Sunday evening when he made that speech. They want to see a leader who's not panicking, but a leader who's creating a sense of agency without scaring the people, you know. But at the same time, they want to see someone who think ahead, because what I've been arguing, Peter, as far as this is concerned, I've been saying to my colleagues, the president and even organization, they must start now thinking beyond coronavirus state. I know that the president has set up the National Command Council which is really looking at what is happening currently and presently. However, you need to create another setup or another council that now will look at the future, and anticipate and predict and say what beyond coronavirus, what will be the impact and the effect, and how are we going to capitalize on the benefits, the lesson that we've learned from the coronavirus. So we must move at speed. We must not start napping and say, oh yes, we're supposed to do this, we're supposed to do this. Already organizations, already the nation must start thinking beyond coronavirus. We must thinking how are we going to strengthening this digitalization from now on, how are we going to capitalize on this hygienic culture that has been started, and how are we going to capitalize on the unity and cohesion and the patriotism that is in the country.
All right, Dr. Majola, we're going to have to leave it there. The line not holding up all that well, but I think we heard the gist of what you were saying. So thanks very much indeed for your insights on the kind of leadership that's required during a time of crisis. Now, the 100 rule is changing life dramatically.